to this video. My name is Jennifer, and this is more of like a like a work with me Etsy goals type video, and I'm trying something new. So in my new office, which is a kind of a mess, just the other day I unpacked my heat press, which is right there, so that's where it's living. And then I've got my Cricut right here, and then my embroidery machine is over here where you can't see it. So I'm just sitting here trying to think about how I can grow my business this year. I've had a lot of setbacks, mainly, you know, due to the fact that we were building a house for the last 14 months. So if you've missed that journey, I will link it somewhere here. So check that out. It was a long journey. Anyway, back to the matter. So I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how to grow my Etsy and my business. And lots of things come to mind. One of my main goals really is to have at least 100 listings. If I actually go to my shop right now and click on Shop Manager, I currently have 48 items up on my shop. And out of those items, I think 7 to 10 are physical products. Everything else is digital, something that you can purchase off my shop and then download and then use. So I've been kind of floundering, you know, trying to figure out what to do with my shop, because part of me is like, yeah, I would love to make new items and physical products and like gung-ho and all that. But then part of me is like, wait, hold on a second. Like, I have other duties. I've got, you know, I'm a mom, as most of you are, moms at home trying to do a side hustle or something like what I'm doing, where, you know, it's a small business, Etsy. It doesn't have to be Etsy, just a small business in general, and trying to juggle everything. So part of me is like, yeah, let's just, you know, make a bunch of physical items. I follow a lot of people on YouTube that are small business owners and big business owners, and it's really hard to find that balance. And part of me is just like, man, do I want to have that struggle? I don't know if I want that struggle. So I am delving into the world of digital downloads, and as you may not know, if you're new here, I mainly focus on embroidery, and I have software that I use that I make embroidery with. So I mainly focus on custom made things, so people can add their names to items. That's what I wanted to focus on. And I started with Bucilla stockings, as if you follow along, if you followed me since the beginning of this, which a lot of you haven't, but a lot of you have, then and that's where I got the idea from, was I was just, you know, doing Bucilla stockings and making them, and I figure if I just kind of focus on creating items that I can actually add names to, that would be a great like starting point. That's not like, I don't want to pigeonhole myself either. So that's why I'm just sitting here going, okay, what can I do that can like, that I can make, you know, more items of that people will need or want, that I can use my software for, add names and the like, and create digital designs that people can download throughout the year. That's the tricky part, because I mainly focus on Christmas, which, you know, and anybody in the Etsy world knows Christmas is probably the most profitable season of the year. So that's what I focused on. But as soon as January 1st hits, my sales pretty much go to zero. I'm talking nothing. And I hear crickets for months and months and months. And then it kind of picks up again, like in the middle of summer. Not really. But then once Halloween hits, that's when I have most of my sales. Now, when you're growing a business, the last thing you need is to be seasonal. You know, you want to have stuff that's year round, and that's been my struggle. I don't know about you guys. Have you had this struggle? I know I have, especially when your main focus is Bucilla kits. So I am trying to find ideas to grow my business that I can actually, you know, have all year round sales. So that's my struggle. And I am thinking about Easter. Yeah, I'm gonna skip over Valentine's Day, and I'm skipping over St. Patrick's Day, and I'm heading straight to Easter. Mainly because I feel like I'm so behind. So if I get on the bandwagon of Valentine's Day, I'll be too late. It's too late for that. If I get on the bandwagon for St. Patrick's Day, I still feel like I won't be ready. So I am jumping into Easter. And I've been doing some research, and I think I'm gonna start with, like an Easter basket name tag. And I've done my research, and it turns out there's not a lot of them. Like I have looked all over Etsy. I have yet to see somebody, maybe somebody does make them, but I haven't seen anybody actually make physical name tags for Easter baskets. My kid's running around, sorry about that. So if he comes in, that's why. So I was doing some research throughout the week, and the only thing really that I could find, like even now, I'll look up Easter basket, like tag. And let me turn the camera so you see what I'm looking at. Okay, so this is my Etsy page. Well, it's not mine, but it's my search. So I searched Easter basket name tag, and this is what pops up. So there's a lot of tags. It looks like these are made out of wood or metal. And then they have these names on them, and they're super cute. But then you come here. Okay, this is kind of what I'm looking for. Just like applique type name tags that I can put names on, but they're only digital downloads. And notice the price. It's a digital download. So they're not actually physical tags, which is kind of what I'm going for. It's like I want to make physical name tags for Easter baskets. And these are all digital downloads. These aren't, obviously, but the applique ones are. So yeah, digital download. I have yet to see somebody actually making the tag themselves. Like this is actual, ooh, this might actually be a tag. Yeah, this is an actual tag. Okay, this is the first. Okay, and it's in 3 people's carts. Cool. Sorry for the camera. I'm still trying to figure out a good setup for my phone, because I use my phone for filming. But notice I only saw one applique tag. Everything else is wood. These are wood, which are super cute, by the way. Like, that's super cute. I'm still learning my Cricut. I do have a Cricut. I'm still learning what I can and cannot make that I want to make. This might be an actual tag. Yeah, these are actually tags. These are super cute. But I was looking for embroidered tags. So if I click on embroidered tags, there's not a lot. Oh, here's one. Okay, that's 2, right? So that's 2. I've only found 2. And it's cute. Digital download. So yeah, I might just tap into that and see, this is cute. It's a digital download though, but this is super cute. Like, this idea is super cute. So I was doing research. Oh, here's another one. Are these actually, yeah, these are actual name tags that you can even pick the fabric. Yeah, this is cute. Okay, so 3. What page are we on? I don't know what page we're on. We're on the first page still. I think I have a little bit of hope. Here's one. Okay, so again, there's not a lot. And I just noticed that there's a lot of wood ones. Like this one, these are wood, wood. I'm not quite sure what this is. I think it's wood. So you see my point? Oh, this is an actual basket. That's super cute. I've actually seen this design before, so they used a digital download and then customized it with a name, which is cute. And the basket is super, like, just simple. You're getting a close glimpse of my research. It's not too extensive, but yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's kind of just the extent of the research that I've been doing. So, given that, I have made a few designs. Let me just open those up real quick. I should have had it opened before, but I'm just kind of, this is real life. I'm just kind of going with it, so yeah. Okay. All right, so while this is loading, I use Hatch Embroidery too for my software. It's by Wilcom. And I bought this software, gosh, I'd have to say a little over 2.5 years ago, something like that. And it wasn't cheap, but I think it's paid for itself because I can pretty much digitize anything and make anything, so, which is super cool. So I'm just waiting for it to load. But I figure since I have this software, why not use it? Like, why not just like try and be as creative and original as possible on my shop and create designs that are simple, but people that people will like. So let me turn the camera again so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, I know, super fancy. I've got 2 monitors now. This monitor was a gift from a friend, so I figure I might as well use it for something other than gaming, because I don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm a gamer for sure. When I have time, I play World of Warcraft. Yep, you heard that right. So yeah, if you play that game, know what that game is, leave a comment down below, and tell me if you're Horde or Alliance. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna open my designs here and open the ones that I'm working with and show you what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna make, I love this one, just a simple carrot, and this is my son's name, Cameron, down the side. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. So you can see what I'm doing. Sorry for the lighting in here. I'm still trying to figure out lighting. We still need to get a shade for my window so I can better control my lighting in here. But here's a carrot, and it's got a back stitch for the top, and then it has a kind of a blanket stitch for the applique part of it. So the top, the vegetation, the green of the carrot is an applique, and then the carrot itself is an applique with the name in there. So there's one. And then here's another carrot design that I'm thinking about. This one, I'm kind of doing a combination of an applique and a sketch stitch is what it's called, where it's just kind of filled in but kind of not filled in. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. I'm still figuring out what to put under here, because it's not like, you can kind of see through the stitches, so it's kind of, you know what I mean? So I'm still trying to figure this one out. I love the idea behind it, like the simple carrot design. This is a back stitch again for the applique part, and then I've got my other son's name here, and then a place to put ribbon or twine. I'm going to use twine. I'm probably going to resize this because it's too big. And then here's a bunny design that I made. It's got a satin stitch border, and it's got the classic running stitch in between the satin stitch. I haven't stitched this out yet, so I don't know if the satin stitch is wide enough. So this one I'm gonna have to practice making. And then this one I'm gonna be making. So I'm gonna make this one. This is one of my daughter's names. I'm gonna make this one as a sample in this video. So I'm just gonna make that one. I might do like a time lapse or something just to see if I can just like get it in my hands and if I like it. And then I might do a separate video on the others. I'm still tweaking the designs of these ones. But yeah, so I know for sure that I'm ready to make this one. So we're gonna make this one, and my daughter, I picked up a bunch of fabrics. So we're gonna do that, and then yeah, so we're gonna make this one. Okay, sorry for the back and forth. I'm still getting used to this new setup, but I went to JoAnn's. I think today's Monday, so I went Saturday, and I picked up a bunch of just fabric quarters just to play with. And I'm thinking for her basket, I'm gonna do this one. That would look so cute, right? With the purple background and then her name. I might end up doing a different color for her name. I'm still figuring it out. Maybe like, because I wanted to stand out, but at the same time, yeah. Do you see my dilemma? So I need to like stitch it out and see if I like it or not. Yeah, anyway, okay, so we're gonna do this one, and then I do also have other colors that I want to try. So I've got a purple. This is, I don't know what kind of flower this is, but it's this very simple, delicate flower. And then we've got the daisy, obviously. And then I'm thinking for a boy, cute little polka dots for a boy. I think this is teal. It's blue. It's blue. We'll just say it's blue. So those are my sample colors for this rabbit. And then for the carrots, oh, here's another one. Here's another one for the rabbit. So this is just like a white and gray, just like a neutral. I want to get some more neutrals too. These, they didn't really have a lot for fat quarters, and I didn't want to buy like, you know, an entire half yard if I wasn't gonna use it yet. So I'm just gonna try these out and see if you guys like them. So, and then for the carrots, I'm super excited for the carrots. I've got a couple of greens that I want to try. This one, it's got like the swirl, like a swirly green color. Again, I'm sorry for the lighting, it's not that great in here. And then we have this like a plaid, which I love. I can't wait to try this one. So this one, those are the greens, the green choices. And then for the oranges, I went simple. So I have a bright orange, and then I've got like a copper color. So I was thinking like that, kind of what I was going for, like kind of a neutral green and then a brighter green with the brighter orange and the neutral, like the gold. Yeah. I'm really excited to do the carrots. I just need to kind of tweak the carrots a little bit better. So watch out for that video. It's gonna come. But I want to have these done before January's over. So that's my goal. So I'm gonna prep the fabric for this bunny. And again, I also looked on YouTube, by the way. I looked on YouTube and I have not seen an applique Easter basket name tag, like a tutorial or even just like how to make one. Nothing. So I'm kind of winging it. This will be fun. We're gonna wing it. Okay, so we are back at my actual like embroidery area. Oh, sorry. The phone stand that I'm using is really jiggly, so I'm trying not to bump the table, but so if the camera's a little wobbly, that's why. So I am using, after some thinking about it, I'm using tearaway, and I'm using 2 pieces of tearaway. I figured that might be best with the materials that we're working with, so I'm using 2 layers of it, and make sure when you hoop it, that it's nice and taut. You don't want any loose tearaway. So there's that, and the tearaway that I'm using today, oops, happens to be this one. So I just have this Cherry-Z Silky. Honestly, I don't use this a lot. The only reason I'm using it today is because I happen to have some. So I ended up buying this on a whim with a coupon at JoAnn's because I needed it for a different project, and then I haven't done any since. So this has just been in my stash. So that's what I'm using for tearaway. Normally I get my tearaway and cutaway stabilizer from All Stitch. So I have my other materials ready. So I figure since we're doing kind of an applique, but it's not like on a t-shirt. So normally you'd have like a piece of material that you're appliquing on. So I have my material. This has, you can't really see it, but I'll show you on here. It's got a shiny, you can kind of see it. It's like a shiny adhesive on the back of it. So not on this side, but the ugly side. And that, I bought, where did I buy that? I bought it on a bolt. So this giant thing, I think this was Amazon, if I remember. I'll link everything that I'm using in this video down in the comments, or not in the comments, but the description. But I bought this huge bolt of Heat and Bond Light, because you want to use Heat and Bond Light for applique. I do also use Heat and Bond Heavy, but only for patches, and I'm not really making patches right now, so I have that. So what happens is when you cut a piece of the Heat and Bond, it comes with this two sides. So the sticky side goes down, you iron it on for a couple of seconds until it adheres to the fabric, and then you peel away the paper and it reveals the shiny adhesive part. And the light Heat and Bond makes it so that you can use it in your machine and it won't hurt your needle. So we don't want any broken needles because those are scary when that happens. So I've got two pieces here because we're doing a front and a back. So those are the two pieces that I'm using. And then I decided, since I've got a whole bunch of it, I'm going to be using felt for the inside. So you could use felt. I know a lot of people like to use the interfacing for like quilts and stuff. That's totally fine too. You can use that. But today I'm using felt. So I've got my felt, my material, and then my tearaway. So, and then my design I'm going to put on my machine. I have it on my USB. See if I can actually move the camera. I mean, I'm gonna have to stop the camera and then reposition the camera so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So, okay, I'm gonna try really hard not to bump my phone. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so I already loaded up the USB and I'm gonna go back to the home. So when you turn on your machine, this is what you see, and then you go over here to this button over here to access your stuff in your USB. That kind of rhymed. So I'm just waiting for my design to load, and it takes a little bit because I've got a lot of designs on here. Oops. See what I mean? I keep bumping the... Okay. So we're going to go to the very last design here. And that's the bunny we're going to be making, hopefully. This is the very first time, guys, that I'm making this, so you will see if anything goes wrong. Okay, I'm gonna set it, and it's calling for a 5x7, which is good. And then you can edit in here, but I don't need to edit it because I already have it all how I want it. And then here's the trace. So I'm just gonna put this here. And what I like to do sometimes is I like to take my pencil and mark the tops and the bottom of the actual like the size of the design. So if I go to trace, I go to the top here, and the needle has a position, so I'll take my pencil and not bump the camera and mark kind of where the top is. And then I like to go back down and mark where the bottom is. And then if I go to the middle, I'll take this out, and then I'll have a good idea of how big it is. Oh, gosh darn. So it looks like I got just enough for that. You can also mark the sides too, so I'll show you how big the sides are. So if I go to the side, I'll mark the side here, if my pencil will fit. This is not exact, it's just approximate. Good to know to move that out of the way. Okay, so you don't have to mark the middle because the middle is the middle, but that's about how big our project's gonna be. So this looks good. You can also look at the back too if it like, oops, gosh, I'm trying really hard not to hit the camera. So you can just see where it's gonna hit. And it looks like I've got plenty of material for our project, so that's great. All right, so I'm just gonna make sure my bobbin looks good, because that's the last thing you need is to start your project not realizing that your bobbin's almost empty, and then you're gonna have to go in and like re-spool your bobbin. That's always frustrating. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm gonna pick the colors that go best, with my applique design. I've got a couple colors I'm looking at. There's this purple, which might be kind of dark. There's also this purple, which is a little bit lighter. We also have kind of like a pinkish purple color. That might be good for the border, but I kind of want it to be darker. Let's see, what else do I have? I've got a darker purple that I have not used. It's kind of hard to tell in the wrapper. It's more like a red purple, I guess. I might just do this purple, I don't know. Also, my mistake, what I should have done is made the name just slightly different colors so I can like change out the color if I wanted to. Which, you know what, I might actually do that, because now looking at it, I would love to have this as like the border color and then maybe like a dark purple as the name. You know what, let me do that. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, so a couple of attempts later, I think I finally fixed it. So what I ended up doing was I had to add an extra placement stitch because I did not take into account my felt. So I have my first placement stitch, which is to put the felt down, and then I have my second placement stitch to put the material down. And then I have the name, and then after the name is stitched out, then we take the hoop off and we put the backing on, and then we stitch out the border and then the little circle on the ear. So pretty sure I fixed it. Let's hope it goes well. And I'm just gonna do a time lapse for you guys, so you can so you don't have to sit here for, you know, another 6 minutes while I'm changing threads. So let's do it. Okay, so now that we're done with the time lapse and I got it all cut out, so I was able to cut out the back like an applique, but it's for the back. So I'm just taking it out of the hoop now. And we're gonna tear away the stabilizer. Just move this hoop, and I'm gonna move my machine back so I have a little more space. I realized really quick that I need like a cutting area. Like I have a desk back here that I use to cut stuff with, which is fine, but I would love like a bigger space to cut stuff with. So just fixing my camera. Okay, so we're gonna take the tearaway stabilizer away, and I like to do it one at a time. Just kind of tearing it away like that. And I usually don't reuse my tearaway because once it's used, like it's pretty much impossible to rehoop. Like I can't rehoop that. So I just toss it. Okay. I'm almost done taking the stabilizer off. So I learned a couple things. One, I learned that I could probably put the felt down and the applique material down together. And hindsight, that would have been smarter instead of having an extra like step where you put the trace down and then you put the felt or batting or whatever you're using and then do another trace and then the material. So I figure it might be better to just put down the felt and the material at the same time. So I'm gonna do that next time. And then I also realized that my little curved applique scissors are garbage. I had one heck of a time cutting this out. So I ended up referring back to my fabric scissors, especially for my felt. So gotta get some new applique scissors. Oh, this looks so good. Okay, I'm just trying to get all the tearaway off. Look how cute that is. It's so cute. And the back is nice and clean, what we want. We want a clean back. We don't want to see any stitches back here. And then the next feet that I still need to figure out, see this is good for like scragglies, but like when I was trying to cut my felt earlier, this was not cutting it. I had to use my fabric scissors, but I'm just gonna clean this up and then I need to figure out a way to punch out the hole right here. So this hole that I created, you can kind of see it right here. I need to figure out a way to punch it out so where it doesn't look like it's got like a clean punch, So that I need to figure out because I want it to be functional and I want to actually use it and hang it from there. It's so cute, little buddy. All right, so this is why I do stitch outs, because just because I digitize something and make something in the software, that doesn't mean it's gonna go, it's gonna be all rainbows and sunshine. There's definitely some things I could have done differently, but overall for my first attempt, that's not bad at all. Super cute. I love the fabric. Part of me is thinking it might be a little too busy, but part of me is like, I kind of think it works. Let me know in the comments below. I would like to hear your input and maybe some suggestions for next time. But I definitely think the doubling up on the tearaway stabilizer was a good call because I have at least 3 layers of fabric here and I needed to double up on that. So overall, I'm super happy with how it came out, and I need to figure out how to punch this out. So I might have to get like a tool to like punch it out or something. But yeah, any suggestions would be fabulous. I am gonna make more samples soon, so look out for those videos. If you like these kind of videos, let me know. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps me so much, and it lets me provide content for you that you want to watch, and you get to know me a little bit more. So I like these. I want to try and do more sit down, like work with me type videos, because honestly, the Busilla kits tend to get old after a while. Like after a while, I'm like, okay, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm gonna be doing them, but I might be doing them a little bit differently. Someone suggested to me about doing like a sit down, like, a sit down, like stitch out. So like I would sit down with the camera and do my project and talk to you guys while doing the project. So I might consider just trying it out and seeing how that works and how you guys respond. So I am open to any suggestions. I'm getting a little burnt out about doing the same types of things over and over again, especially when it comes to Busilla kits. So Anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'm hoping to do more like this, so yay! I'm just super excited about this. I plan on having this available in my Etsy shop, so make sure to click over there. The links to my shop are always in my descriptions in my videos for you guys to check out, so watch out for these. These are going to come out soon. I'm going to be doing some more stitch outs for my other designs that I have showed you and some designs that I have not showed you yet. So stay tuned for those, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.